So I have an exclusive for you on the Mallorca Under the Sun YouTube channel this morning. I am delighted to be here in Calvia Town Hall, and we're going to have a chat with the Mayor of Calvia today. Now, as you know, there have been huge changes and huge improvements taking place over the Calvia municipality in the resorts. So that includes, of course, Palma Nova, Magaluf, Santa Ponsa, Ilietas, Bendenat, and well, all the other places that I also haven't mentioned. But let's have a catch up with the Mayor today and talk about what you can expect if you're coming over to Calvia, to any of the resorts in Calvia this summer, and let's talk about some of the changes that you can expect over here this summer. Okay, so I'm here with the Mayor of Calvia, Juan Antonio Amengual. Good morning, how are you today?
Very well. Monday, but very well.
Now, I really appreciate that you could come here to speak to us today, because I know my audience have quite a few questions about the huge changes that you've made to Calvia, to the Calvia resorts for this year. Now, in particular as well, let's talk about first, not just the changes, but also about what's going on in Magaluf and Palma Nova, and we can already see the huge amount of investment that you've poured into the resorts. Tell me about the law of excesses. How is this going to change for 2024?
Well, there are many things. The most change, or the change more important, is the name of the law is going to be changed. We go to the name is it's called the Ley de Turismo Responsable, Ley of Responsible Tourism. We want that the people who come to visit us, they come to enjoy, but also to respect the convenience between the people who live here in Mallorca with the other visitors. At the time we are redacting this law is in the Govern Balear. They are working very hard, and I hope in the next weeks we're gonna have it will go to the Parliament. But the most important thing is to change the name, to change the go in a positive way, asking the people to come to Mallorca in a way of responsibility, in a way of enjoy, in a way of respect to the other visitors and also the people who live here in Mallorca.
That's fantastic. So essentially what we're going to be seeing here is more of a move towards personal responsibility. So if you're coming over here to Mallorca, I think the rule is to behave yourselves. So and that's put very simply. We don't want to have so many rules here, and we don't want to have so many regulations. We want to move towards more of a personal responsibility, that anyone coming over here does take responsibility for their actions when they're coming over here on holiday. Okay, also we can see that there's so much demand for tourism over here in Calvia, in Magaluf and Palma Nova. Would you consider extending the season?
Well, it's our main objective. We know that in July, August there is coming enough people to Mallorca, and we are working very hard to do activities out of the season, promoting sport and cultural activities, and promoting all our geography. Calvia, Magaluf is much more than Magaluf and Palma Nova. Calvia is a great municipality where we offer a lot of things: to play football, to play golf, to go to scuba diving. There is thousands of activities that you can do in Calvia, and for this reason, for this municipality, we are working very hard to put on the table our active, and this active goes to promote the work and employ during all the season, because we want that the people work the whole year long.
That sounds fantastic. I know how much you guys enjoy coming over to Calvia in the off season as well, so it's really good news that they're maybe looking at extending things slightly so you can enjoy slightly longer holidays over here. Okay, one other question as well. When are we going to see the sunbeds on the beaches over here in Calvia? We're in the middle of April. Approximately when are we going to get these on the beaches?
That is a good question. The concessions of the beaches has finished last October, and we have worked in a new concession. This new concession is very important because it's not easy to develop a new concession for all the beaches of Calvia. It's a big interest to work in the beaches, to have the sunbeds, the beach clubs, and everyone is interested in how it works. In the new concession, what we are working very hard is to put that the service will be from the middle of March to the end of November.
Wow.
That is a real extension of the season. And we are working in to give more quality to the service of the concession. We are very proud of this because it has been a very hard work to put this in the system. We have concentrated the places, we have give a little bit more place between the sunbeds and the sea, and we have make many things to give more quality in the beaches.
That sounds absolutely amazing. Wow, we're going to see some changes down here over the next few years for sure. That sounds absolutely fantastic. Well, I have to say thank you so much for talking to me. I'd like any of my viewers actually, if any of you have any questions that you would like to ask the Mayor of Calvia, please drop your questions in the comments as well. I'm going to have him back on the channel. We're going to walk maybe down in Magaluf or Palma Nova at some point this summer. We're going to have a full question and answer session. We're going to keep getting updates as well from the resort as well. It's absolutely fantastic that you've been able to come onto my channel today. So thank you for coming.
Thank you to you. Thank you to you to be interested what's happening in Calvia, what's happening in Magaluf. From my side and from our side is to want to say that the British people are really welcome in Calvia. That is just a main thing for me, very important. Because our politic is to open our doors to the people, but also we are asking this responsibility is very important to live together between the people who visit us with the people who live here.
That is fantastic. Okay, a very clear message. Everyone is welcome here. So this summer, if you're coming over, have an amazing time. You've heard it here from the Mayor himself, and we'll be talking to him very soon on the channel. Thanks very much for watching, everyone, and thank you very much. I shall speak to you soon.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, so I'm back in the beach clothes. I'm back down here on the beach, and I'm down here in Magaluf. Now, I just wanted to sum up a bit following my conversation from the Mayor, and it's so important that the message comes across as well, particularly after Brexit, particularly after the problems that we see in the press as well. And we know how much the press likes to report upon the problems of holidaying in Spain or in Europe at the moment, but the Mayor really just wants to get the point across. The British people are very much welcome over here in Mallorca, and we're better placed to prove that than, well, the lovely resort here of Magaluf, which is undergoing so many changes at the moment. Now, yes, it is more expensive to holiday over here in Mallorca, but it's expensive everywhere in the world at the moment too. But we can't expect prices to be the same over here as they were a few years ago. So yes, prices have gone up, but you are going to get a much better tourism offering down here. Now, also another really important point as well, which obviously is going to come out more in the press as we go on into the summer season, and that's the change to the law of excesses. And that move towards personal responsibility and the law of tourists taking responsibility for their actions over here. And he even hinted as well that any bad behaviour over here in Mallorca this summer could even lead you to being banned from holidaying on the island in the future. And it is this move against antisocial behaviour and the crackdown against antisocial behaviour which is going to dominate this summer. We're not going to be having the bar crawls that we had before. We're not going to have the party boats either because, well, nobody wants to see people like really drunk on the streets here. This is going to be more of a family offering. We're going to have a wider demographic of holiday makers over here. But it's not to say that you're not going to be able to have fun here either too, because of course you've got all the wonderful attractions, and of course fun is encouraged. So you've got all the bars, you've got the clubs as well. So do not worry too much if you're coming over here. It's just going to be a much better place to visit. And what's more as well, we've got a major YouTuber on the island for this week. We have the MacMaster, who is visiting Mallorca. He's a huge travel vlogger, and I've said it before in my videos, he's almost YouTube royalty in terms of travel vlogging. I'm going to be showing him around the island, and we're going to be starting our series down here in Magaluf too, so make sure you check out those videos. If one's already gone live, I shall pin it below, and you're going to find out his impressions of the resort as well, because, well, he actually wondered where he was going to stay over here it on the island, and I said, well, why don't you just go and stay in Magaluf? It's a lovely resort, the beach is beautiful, and we've got loads of bars and restaurants open, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So he's been quite surprised by that suggestion, but find out on my channel and find out on his channel too what he thinks about his holiday over here in Mallorca. Okay everyone, thank you very much for watching. I really encourage your questions as well, because I really want to have the Mayor back onto the channel. He's agreed to do a walk around in Magaluf with me this summer. If you have any questions for him, please drop them below this video too. I'm going to make sure those questions do get answered. I know there are lots of concerns about Magaluf changing for good, but please don't worry too much. It's going to be absolutely fantastic down here. It's going to be even better than it was before. Okay everyone, I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget you can find me on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Goodbye for now.